Hey guys, before we get into the video, I just want to say thank you guys so much for our subscriber goal being met. All of you played a part in that if you are a subscriber. If you're not, click that subscribe button and help us reach our next goal. One of the things that I have done before filming this video is I have upgraded my recording equipment. I am now using an Elgato HD60 Pro. A link to that will be in the description. And tell me how you guys like it. It's a different kind of look. It looks a bit smoother. And yeah, I like it so far, but let me know how you guys feel. Anyways, guys, let's get into the video. Hey guys, what is up, and welcome back to Obstigo Gaming, here today with another episode of my Minecraft Survival series. This one is episode 19. If you guys have not watched my update video that I just posted about 2 days ago on Monday, please do go give it a watch. There's a lot of vital information in there, including our new subscriber goal of 1,500 subscribers by the end of 2018. And also, if you have not watched that yet, but you are watching this video and you are a subscriber, thank you so much for helping me actually reach my 2017 goal of 500. Which I mentioned in the video, but we actually eclipsed that with about closer to 680 by the end of 2017. So thank you all for your support, and yeah, I hope this is a good year for that. But anyways, guys, first things first, at the end of last episode, I have actually not logged on here since I did my last video, which was back in November, quite a while back. Oh, this is, oh, never mind, we have a path. Okay, so we have all of this from our mining excursion that we took last time. We got 30 diamonds, you know, a lot of iron, which we don't really need, a lot of redstone and lapis lazuli, both of which are very good, and some coal. I'm not too excited about any of these things except for the diamond, because as you guys know, I think I mentioned it last time, we have plans to go to the Woodland Mansion, which hopefully, if everything goes as planned, we can do within a few episodes. But yeah, so yeah. First things first, I have to go ahead and set up a few more chests for better storage area. And yeah, I'll do that now and get back to you guys when I'm finished. Alrighty guys, so it looks ugly, but it does the job. We have all of these new chests here until we actually create our storage facility. And hopefully these will do exactly what we need them to do, store items. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to dedicate this chest here, this small one over here, as our valuables chest. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop in our diamonds, gold, ender pearls, all things of that sort. Redstone will have its own chest due to it being, you know, one of the more abundant resources in the game. So I'll put redstone and coal in this chest. Then down here will be all of our cobblestone and everything of that sort. I'm also going to throw in just some... Yeah, I'll just put in every valuable that's not, you know, the most valuable in those chests. So that includes gold, golden apples, lapis lazuli, all of these things. Let's go ahead and gather all those up really quick. Let's see... Redstone... I think that's all. Yeah, for right now that's all. We just need to clear out our inventory. Okay, so let's put all of that up there. Anything else? Alright, cool. So, now that we have all of this out of the way, we need to address another thing, which is, of course, the iron farm. Now, the iron farm is, of course, our main source of iron, and it has done a pretty darn good job so far. Now, I haven't really AFK'd here. Again, I have not been on this world since I recorded episode 18. So, we are a bit behind. I am planning to do about a 24-hour AFK session pretty soon here, which should turn out another row of iron. So, hopefully that works out well. Yeah. So, the iron farm, the reason I brought you all over here is because the iron farm is kind of being neglected. It's away from civilization, and it's really dark out here. So, I have a feeling that in the near future, I should build more iron farms, and maybe a few more farms over here. I don't know if any of you are familiar with a YouTuber by the name of Mumbo Jumbo. He is an old Minecraft YouTuber from, you know, way back. He primarily did a bunch of redstone videos and things, but he's on this series called Hermitcraft with a few other Minecraft YouTubers. And in that, it's basically a bunch of Minecraft YouTubers who I think have surpassed 100,000 subscribers are invited onto this channel. And then they're basically just allowed to build with each other. So they each have their own series on the server, but in Mumbo's, he has different districts for different things in his little base of operations. So he has a segment for living, a segment for storage, a segment for farms like this, and a few other things. So I found that kind of intriguing, and I kind of wanted to see what I could do with that. Now, I don't exactly like the this desert area, but I kind of like the savanna. So what I'm proposing is that I might actually make this area a bit more livable and add a few more farms over here. I don't know what yet exactly, but I hope that I can kind of think up a few things. If you guys have any ideas for farms that I should do, make sure to leave them in the comments below. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was this this farm. So, the farm has been doing relatively okay, but I did notice... Oh, let me just try and not die here really quick. Oh my god, I've been out of it. So, this farm here has been doing okay, I suppose, for its first round. These are still all of the crops that I planted initially, and at first I was wondering why they weren't growing, and then I remembered. So the way Minecraft works is it renders things in different chunks, which are basically large squares such as this, and they make up the entire world. A chunk is a 16 by 16 by 16, or 16 cubed, blocks, and it's, yeah. So when you look in your render settings, right here, video settings, you do render distance 16 chunks. That means that I can see 16 times 16 out. That's how many blocks I can see. And essentially what happens is, if I have my render distance at 16 chunks, that means that 16 chunks in either direction of me will be active at one time. Now, if all of that sounds like a bunch of just, nonsense, I'll make it simple. Essentially, it falls back to the saying, if a tree falls in the forest, does anyone hear it? If this farm is left unseen, will it actually grow? Well, in real life, yes, it would, but in Minecraft, sadly, no. You actually do have to be within view distance, or at least playable distance of this, or else it will not grow. So what I have to do is I actually, on top of having to AFK by the iron farm, I have to AFK here for the crops to actually grow. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to split up my time between here and the iron farm, and possibly, see about splitting it up as evenly as possible so I can get these crops growing and also the maximum amount of iron output. Now, this entire farm could actually feed me for quite a long time, but the main problem is that carrots, they do not have good saturation, so they do not actually stay in your hunger bar for that long. I could sprint just back to the boat and I'd already be like 1.5 or 2 down, which is not good. So my main source of food should in fact be potatoes and bread. Beets is also good, but you have to have beet soup. You can't eat them raw, but if you have beet soup, then it works the best. So I think I'm going to have different foods for when I'm in different places. Adventuring, bread. Mining, potatoes, or just around the house and I can carry a lot of things than the beet soup. But the carrots are really only good for breeding pigs, which is the next thing I want to talk about. Now, the reason I bring up pigs is because there are a few pigs around the actual produce farm itself, but I think that going back to my idea for the districts, I could possibly make this entire area, which is still only a short distance away from my house, the kind of my livestock central. So we have cows, we have sheep, and we have pigs. And I'm almost certain that if I actually looked around, I could find some chickens. Now, on one of my old survival worlds, I remember having a few sheep originally, and making something where I had, stalls for sheep of every color, so I could go in there and shear, and I would get like a stack at a time. Now, that created a lot of noise, and it was close to my house, so that's where the problem came in. The only time I'd have to be over here would be to actually breed them, and even still, they will grow, I believe. And yeah, so unlike the produce, where I actually have to physically be here, I would not have to physically be by the animals, because being at the farm would mean that they would grow, and I would have to, and oh, there's a chicken. that would also mean that I would not have to actually, stick around and wait for them to grow, because I would actually be right over here. Less noisy, less hassle. It's just something to think about, and set forth a few visions for what I should do in the future. But I really kind of want to form this entire little area here into a large farm, so that I can have, again, more food and just, wool for new projects, all those kinds of things. I would like to kind of dabble in pixel art. I've never really done that before, but I think it would be really cool to try it in survival instead of creative. That would be a very interesting thing. So yeah, that's just an option. But like I said before, guys, if you have any like ideas for farms or things I should build, please leave them in the comments. I'm always looking for new things to do on here, and I cannot always be relied on to come up with the most original ideas. So yeah, if you guys have any ideas for things I should do, please leave a comment down below. Alrighty guys, now this brings us to our last piece for the day, and that is of course this Woodland Explorer map that we acquired not 2 episodes ago. Now if you guys remember, I had to go to a cartographer, do a bit of grinding to get all of the materials necessary to actually buy this from him, and now I have it, and I'm very excited for this. I've only ever been to a woodland mansion once before in vanilla, and it's really fun, really challenging, but it boasts great rewards, and if I want a new house. Now, if you guys are not familiar with how these things work, I did make a video a while back on what they are, how they work, where to get them, all of that sort of stuff, and actually how to use them. I'll link that at the end of the video, but if you guys are interested to know just what we're dealing with, if you look, it's blocked by my armor bar here, but if you look in the bottom part of the map, you can actually see a white dot, and that represents us. The map faces north, so the house right now is, like, if this was a compass, the house would be in the west. Now, to us, it is actually northwest, so that means that we would have to hit our handy-dandy F3 and find where north is. And when we find where north is, we just have to go to the west and go in between that and kind of wait for the dot to move, get larger, and then we'll end up actually being on the map. And just like a normal map, it'll guide us to where we're going. Now, I got 60 diamonds, or I have 60 diamonds as of right now, and I'm going to use that primarily to make diamond armor, because if you guys have never been to a woodland mansion, trust me, you need diamond armor with enchantments if you're going to survive and thrive. Because I truly like the challenge, but at the same time, doing it solo is not going to be easy at all. And yeah, so it'll be a challenge. It's pretty far away. Who knows? I might die, might lose everything, but that's all to come. So, anyways, back to my main point. I'm going to use all of these, or not all of them, but the amount of diamonds it would take to make a diamond set of armor to actually make a set of armor so that I can go there, just not die immediately. But to do that, I need an enchantment table with bookshelves. And as of right now, I don't think that... Okay, so we have 21 books here. I did not actually do an inventory earlier to see how many we had, but it looks like we only have 21, which means we can only make 7 bookshelves. Which, if you look here, we actually do need to fill up this entire area. So that could fill up like this and one more, which is not good. So to actually completely make this a functional and high-level enchantment table, we do need to get more bookshelves, and we also need to get more XP levels. We're sitting at 26 right now, but I believe to enchant everything to the 3rd XP level, we do in fact need to have about 40 levels of XP. So the next episode, I'm basically going to be grinding, hunting cows, and doing all that stuff. So guys, that's where I'm going to leave it for today. If you guys like this video, please make sure to leave a like. If you guys have any ideas for farms I should build, tutorials I should do, games I should play, please leave a like or a comment down below. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And yeah, if you guys like this video, share it with your friends. And come back next Wednesday for another episode of this survival series. And watch out during the week for a few random uploads that I may do. But until next time, guys, peace out.